Good morning. Sorry we're a little bit late. I had some technical difficulties, but if anyone is here, if you can give me some thumbs up so I know that we are up and running now. I'll give it just a couple of moments so we can get some people logged on. Okay, good morning. Welcome to Get Outside with Girl Scouts. I am Stephani Vick with Girl Scouts Carolinas Peaks to Piedmont. Today we are going to be making a gratitude jar. So what you will need today are scissors, something to write with, some paper. It could be white paper or decorative paper. I've even got some scrapbook paper here, and of course a jar. So today I've got my friend June in the comments box. So she's going to be giving you some information about where you can go to find out more about our council and about Girl Scouts and answer any questions you might have. So we are going to get started. If you do have any questions about Girl Scouts, you can head to www.beagirlscout.org. We've also got a whole page of all of our virtual opportunities that are going on right now. So we've got virtual troops, we've got virtual badge workshops, virtual open houses. We've got all kinds of stuff going on, including these lives every day at 11, 4, and 7. So head to our website to check that out. And what we're going to do today for our gratitude jar is we are going to make these little origami stars. So with your paper, I want you to cut out a little strip, maybe about 1/4 of an inch. You could use a ruler and draw a line. You could use a paper cutter, or you could just eyeball it. So once you've got your strip of paper, you are going to kind of tie a knot in the end. So you loop around just like a regular overhand knot, and then you very carefully pull it on both sides. You just work it really carefully because it's paper, you don't want it to rip, until you have a pentagon and 2 little tails. And if you have a patterned paper, see mine is snowflakes. Hi Molly. You want your pattern on the outside of your little knot, your little pentagon. And then your little tail, you will fold over, and then your big tail you're going to use to fold and make layers and layers on top of this pentagon. So every time you fold on the edge, it will automatically follow the shape of that pentagon. So you fold each edge, and your tail's getting smaller and smaller, and your pentagon's getting thicker. You just keep folding until you go all the way through your strip of paper. So my paper is regular computer printer paper, but it has kind of a pattern on it. So I cut it the long way. So it's 11.5 inches long. And then like I said, I did about 1/4 inch thick. If you wanted to make a bigger star, you might need a little bit more length if you're going to make it wider. So now you've got this little folded up pentagon. And I tucked my last little tail, I tucked it under, I don't know if you can see, I tucked it under the folds. Hi Susan. So now we've got a little folded up pentagon with the tail tucked in, and this is the hard part, and I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to do it well on camera. So each flat side of the pentagon, so you've got 5 flat sides, needs to be kind of pushed in, and that'll make our stars 3D. So if you use your thumb and your index finger, you kind of pinch in each little side. You do each side just a little bit at a time. And then you give each point a little pinch until you've got a star. You see it's kind of fat. It plumps up when you pinch it in, and it's a cute little star. So the way we're going to make this a gratitude jar is on your strip of paper. So I'm going to cut out another about 1/4 inch strip. I want you to use your pen and write something on your strip of paper. Hey, Mindy. So you could write something you're thankful for. You could write a favorite quote. You could write the Girl Scout promise. Anything that you want to write on your little strip of paper, you can. So I'm going to write, I'm thankful for friends and family. So I did that on the white side of my paper. And then on this one, I'm going to tie another knot. So this will be on the inside of my star. So I've got my pattern on the outside. I've got my writing on the inside. I tie another knot carefully to make a pentagon with a little tail and a big tail. Fold over my little tail, and then I'm going to start folding my big tail, carefully making sure that it lines up with the edges. You can try different kinds of paper. I have some that I've done with scrapbook paper. Some scrapbook paper is a little too thick, so you might need to make stars that don't have quite as many layers, and then some works really well. You could try recycling some paper. You could maybe do a magazine page, or you could cut up an old map. So I've gone all the way around, and then I'm going to tuck my last little bit under the fold. And this one still has a tiny little bit of tail hanging out, so I'm just going to trim that off. Okay, and now I'm going to show you how we make it 3D again. So each flat side needs to be poked in. You don't want to do it too hard because you don't want it to collapse. So I'll just do a little bit on each side and keep turning it around until I get all 5 sides. And use both hands to pinch each point. So I'd love to hear what kind of paper you guys have around that you think you could use. I've never tried with newspaper. I think with that you might need to make it longer and have, since it's so thin, you might need to have more layers on your star. So once you make a whole jar with all the things you're thankful for, if you're having a bad day, you can pick one out and unfold it. You might need to flatten it out first. And you can unfold it and get a little reminder about what you're thankful for, or if you did a quote, a little pick-me-up, you would have that. You could do this as a gift. Mother's Day is coming up, so you could write to your mom all the things that you love about her and all the things that she does that makes you happy. You can give her a full jar full of little stars. They could be wishes that you have you could put in here. What other ideas do you guys have? What would you write on your stars? And who would you give it to if you made it as a gift? You could also decorate the jar, and I think there might be a jar decorating live next week, so you can come back for that from one of our other colleagues doing these 11 o'clock lives. So thanks for coming, guys. I hope that you break out your paper and your scissors and you make some new stars. Let me know in the comments what you're going to make. And we will see you today at 4 and 7, and then tomorrow morning at 11. And hopefully we'll see you at some of our virtual troops or virtual badge workshops too. So check out beagirlscout.org. And if you're interested in our troops, you can do beagirlscout.org/connect. Oh, great, Roxanne. That would be a great birthday gift. Yeah, and if you wanted to mail it to somebody, you could maybe not do it in the jar, but fill up a whole box full of them. It could even be like a box filler around some kind of other gift. And if you're interested in any of our camp opportunities, check out camplikeagirl.org. So I will see you next week. Bye, guys. Thank you.